Mecha BREAK has in-game challenges that require you to do missions, and the reward for those are an emblem and also a title that you can equip on your profile. There's one for each mech. Today we're going to focus on Falcon, which is probably one of the fan favorites. This set of challenges is fairly difficult, if not one of the most difficult, because you have to learn the actual movement abilities of Falcon and not simply fly around like you're still in bronze. Here's a list of all of Falcon's abilities. I'm not going to go through each one because if you're doing the challenge, then you've already done tutorial. So let's go ahead and hop into it, starting with Challenge 1. Mission 1 is versus an enemy Falcon in a 1v1. And I'd say the difficulty of this Falcon is probably in the bronze tier. It's not anything outrageous. You're going like back to back. So it's almost like you're doing a Texas shootout. You need to learn how to go into wing form, out of wing form, do a quick 180, go back into wing form, and then fly again. I'm doing a lot of spiral descent when I'm shooting the enemy Falcon. This is a great way to maintain space from the enemy while doing damage. I also don't really worry about pressing my E button, which is the rocket, against enemy flyers. It's a little bit hard to land, but you can just kill the Falcon with simple left click and right click. Challenge 2 is versus 8 stealth strikers. These are not Narukamis, they're just like basic AI bots. The battlefield is split in two, so it's 4 on one side, 4 on the other side. They're all snipers, so you will die in 2 hits. Now, a stealth sniper, again, is not invulnerable, so as soon as I see a position of one of the snipers, even if I don't have the lock on, I can still fire both your regular primary attack and your E rocket in order to actually hit whatever's in that area. From there, I'm doing a lot of somersaults, that's upward loop, and then if I'm able to like dodge a shot, I can shoot at where the shot came from. Sometimes I don't even use the 1 button, which is auxiliary 1, that allows you to get like a look at stealth units. It like reveals them, allows you to lock onto them. It also shows the enemy through the wall. But because this is on a pretty tight timer, and the recast of your auxiliary 1 is something like 30 seconds, you really only have 2 opportunities to do it. Because this is timed, we need to get through the first 4 and then over to the other 4. Ideally, you can do 1 sweep on 1 stealth unit and actually get the kill before moving on to the next. It takes them quite a while to reload their gun and then shoot again, and they oftentimes all shoot at the same time. So 1 good dodge will allow you to hopefully kill 1 striker. Challenge 3 is a race. This is hopefully the easiest challenge that you have to do. You are timed. It's only 45 seconds for you to get through all of these checkpoints. You will be pressing the descent button to go down. There's little slits in the wall that, for some reason, I don't always go through these. I don't know what the hitbox is, but a good shift button, which is the evade button, allows me to get through it sometimes. I lost maybe a couple of these due to the fact I could not get through that opening. Do not know why. If you need to immediately stop because you went too far, just cancel wing form, hop back into it. And then the final checkpoint is at the very opposite end. It's where you started at, really. And you can just hold down the shift button, which is evade. You'll get bonus move speed, well, flight speed, and then get to the other side perfectly fine. This one should not take you very long. It's really just a matter of did you get through that hole in the wall or not. Challenge 4 probably took me the longest. This is versus 1 Tricera that will not shoot back at you, but it's inside of an arena that is kind of like closed quarters. The goal here is you need to land the E. This is the long-range rocket. It has a specific trajectory to it, so if you're too high up, the E will miss. It will just go straight over the Tricera. Even if you're doing spiral descent, it will go over the Tricera. So I think what the requirement to do this is, and I don't think it's cheesing, but imagine like you will have fights like this, where someone is just hiding underneath the ceiling. You will have to go in and use your rocket in close range, where it's not dodgeable, and it won't fly over them. So the goal here is almost to not really ram the jet into the Tricera. I've done this multiple times, and I think staying high in the air is the worst way to go about it because you're just missing too many shots. I do think you need to go down, fly directly towards the Tricera, and then spam all of your rockets in one fell swoop. Good luck on this one. It does have some real PvP application. It just doesn't look like it if you do it this way.
Challenge success.
Challenge 5 is versus 2. Count them, 2 Sky Raiders. One will spawn about a minute and a half in, so this can become a 2v1. Ideally, it's not. So your goal is to whittle down Sky Raider 1 as quickly as possible. The difficulty of these two are a lot higher than that first Falcon. However, one thing that the AI really fails at is once you do, not spiral loop, but upward loop or downward loop, hopefully slow, the enemy Sky Raider may fly directly ahead of you, and then your goal is to maintain targeting for as long as possible. Like imagine Star Wars Rogue Squadron or something. You're actually trying to stay behind the enemy, but these Sky Raiders, for some reason the AI just loves trying to ram themselves into you. So your goal is to just turn that momentum against them by doing a loop, firing all of your missiles, and then if they keep going straight, you could do spiral descent. That way you can continue to land damage. If they decide to like bank around toward you, you can either do another loop, and then chances are they will like go again right underneath you, or jump out of wing form, get some of your energy back, reload if you have to. Reloading is actually pretty important here. And then hop back into wing form after finding out where the new positioning is. And then from there, you just rinse repeat. Ideally, most of your damage is coming from the right click, which is, you know, your missile barrage. If you can land rockets, it's probably because they're flying in a straight line and you're behind them. So do not spam the rocket, which is the like auxiliary 3, the E button. Do not spam that unless you have like a clear line of sight to the Sky Raider. This is only 2 of them, and they give you plenty of time. Don't rush this. In fact, if you need to, pop out of wing form, get some of your fluid armor back. I highly doubt you're going to be taking that much damage if you're doing the method I went through, which is constant looping. However, your energy gauge is going to be another issue here. To which this might be also a test of can you manage your energy gauge. You'll notice that I rarely touch the ground in this challenge, and how we're able to do that is when you pop out of wing form, before you land, if you go back into wing form, the game gives you a little bit of a boost. It's not infinite, I guess, but it's enough where you could maintain flight for a lot longer than you think, so long as you pop out of wing form. I should also mention that spiral descent actually uses a lot of energy, more than just doing a simple loop. So I found myself not doing spiral descent that much unless it's like an easy amount of damage, and the loops just happen to like work better. And maybe that's just because it's a dogfight, but if you're able to do that, you get your aerial Overlord emblem. Hopefully what I showed you gives you like a better way to do that. Of course, I would say I'm not a Giga Smurf when it comes to Falcon. I'm not one of those demons out there who can play the mech perfectly. However, it took me not overly long to do this. I'd still call it a fairly difficult set of challenges. But once you figure out the methodology of playing Falcon, then you're able to get through this pretty well. If you like what you saw, leave a like on the video, subscribe, leave a comment letting me know which mech you want to see next. Either way, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next video.